It's hot out there, isn't it, you guys? Oh boy, it is kicking in now. And if you think it's hot outside, you don't even want to know how hot it is inside a hot car. The annual Check Your Seats in the Heat campaign is underway, and it's a great campaign to remind all of us to check in to make sure there's no precious cargo left behind in your car.
That's right. Dan Penkowski, he is the president of the Henderson Professional Fire Fighters, joins us now to talk about it. Good friend, great to have you.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. As we look to our temperatures this week, we're cooling down to 104 degrees. We have highs of 110 and 11 this weekend. The wonderful part about our community, so much to do outside, so much to enjoy. These temperatures can be fatal for a child who's left in a car, and all too often, as a matter of fact, last year in the city of Henderson alone, we had 58 responses that were emergency responses for a child left in a car. And that's in Henderson alone. Nationally, there were over 52 fatalities. So our campaign, this is our 10th year of Check Your Seats in the Heat, because heat kills, is just to make sure that this 100% preventable incident can stop from happening. And there's a few things you can do that I'd like to talk about. If you would simply bring your cell phone, anybody with a teenager knows that this can be the enemy, but in this case, you can't talk on your cell phone in a car in the state of Clark County. Bluetooth connected. Put this right next to your car seat in the back, your wallet, your purse, anything that makes you get into that back seat and check on your child as you pull up. Most of these incidents, it's the other parent, right? They're out of the routine. Or a family member, a friend dropping a child off. And unfortunately, within 10 minutes, the car's interior could go to 140 degrees. That means this weekend, 150 degrees in the matter of 10 minutes, and that's a potentially fatal environment.
And this is one of the things, and you mentioned all the calls that you've gotten. I mean, whether it's children, animals are being left in cars as well. And the public's getting smarter about it. When we see it, we call you guys now, which I think it's getting addressed more often. Some people decide to smash in the window. If we see something like that, what can we do?
Immediately call 911. So if you see a child or a pet unattended in a car that is off, no air conditioning, unattended, period.
If it's on.
Right. Call 911. Get us going. Whether it's the fire department, our goal of being there 3 to 5 minutes, the police department being there right away, and allow us to arrive and assess the situation. If it is an absolute emergency, you can see a child clearly in distress, you can break a window. However, perhaps just providing shade, but getting us on the way is truly the most important thing. Call 911 right away. If it's a police officer who arrives first, they can break the window if necessary, and we'll be there as quick as we can.
Awesome.
I mean, it's very critical. These seconds, these minutes, if someone is trapped in a car, matter.
Absolutely. A small child, an elderly, or a pet does not have the ability to regulate their temperature the way we do. If I'm in a car that's 150 degrees, I don't have the ability to regulate that body temperature for long. So it's an absolutely critical and potentially life-threatening emergency.
This is why this is such an important initiative that you have going on. This reminds me of your pool campaign as well, because it's another one of those things that we hear about it every year, but we still have these incidents that happen, and they're totally preventable.
Absolutely. Our Safe Pools Rule campaign is another program that we roll out through the summer months, making sure that our children can have a safe summer, because 100% of drownings, and for small children, that is continuing to be one of the leading causes of injury and death. 100% preventable. So make sure you've got adult supervision, a barrier device around your pool, teach your children to swim, and make sure that you learn CPR, and that can literally save a life of what should be just, our children. They're out having fun, and that's why we're so committed to these campaigns as firefighters. We respond to them every day. This is our chance to prevent them. And working together with the community, that's something that we can do, is have a safe summer for our pools and check your seats in the heat, because unfortunately, we have too many drownings and we have too many kids left in hot cars.
Well, and we do. We just want to prevent these accidents from happening. And, I have a little bit of a soft spot for people who find themselves in this situation. It's easy for us to say, oh, what idiots. Who would do that?
Parent brain gets foggy.
Like you've pointed out, there are sometimes situations where people literally forget that there is a child in the car.
Absolutely. And we all too often, when we respond to drowning, I was just gone for a couple of seconds. A child sneaks out through a dog door. There's not a barrier device there, and we run those all the time. And literally, I ran in to go into the store to pick something up quickly. I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
These steps here, that if you put this next to your child's car seat,
your purse back
and
there, exactly,
yes, that way you have to go in, you have to grab them, and that can save a life.
This is a good thing. Sometimes I put my phone in the trunk anyhow just to keep myself from using it while I'm driving.
Also worth noting, don't put your children in the trunk.
No,
Yes.
that's a no-no for this campaign. That's a no-no for this campaign.
Yeah, he'll be back to talk about that one. Oh my gosh. Double check each and every time you get behind the wheel, guys, and make sure no precious cargo has been left behind. To learn more about their Check Your Seats in the Heat campaign, visit the Henderson Professional Firefighters website. They're also on Facebook and Twitter.